Welcome to the Become a Learning Machine course. The promise of this course is that by the end of it, you'll know how to read about a book a day, and if your goal like me is to read 300 days out of the year, how to read 300 books this year. You see, I didn't realize how important this was until I heard the story of Henry Ford. Henry Ford was a regular employee at a plant working with his hands, and he was working alongside another guy. 25 years later, that same guy was still working at that plant while Ford was the richest man on earth. I wondered what could explain such a difference in people's lives. I noticed that a big part of it is knowledge and information. I think it's no wonder that a lot of the world's most successful people credit their success, or at least a large part of it, to reading and learning. So before we really get into it, let me give you a little preview of some of my favorite parts that we're going to cover. First of all, we're going to cover why you need to become a learning machine in the first place. I really want you to take that away from this course because it will give you the motivation to stick with it. If I teach you how to read a book a day and you read a book tomorrow, I don't want you to lose the motivation for the day after that and the day after that. This is a long-term thing that you want to do if you want to see the results in your life. Another thing we're going to talk about is how to change your learning mindset and why how we're taught to learn in school is completely wrong and will actually hold you back. We'll also talk about setting a reading goal, extracting information from books, taking notes on your reading. That's something a lot of my friends and people ask me. How do you take notes? We'll talk about exactly how to do it without it getting in the way of reading and taking a lot of extra time. We'll also talk about a trick to instantly double your reading speed. I really love that one, and we'll talk about it later in the course as well. We'll also talk about organizing your reading, deciding what to read, and reviewing your reading. And that's only the first 20 videos. Beyond that, I'll show you exactly how to read another 30 to 50 books this year without spending any extra time in bonus 1. In bonus 2 and 3, I'll share with you even more reading tricks. Then in bonus 4, we'll talk about speed reading and 2 specific things you can do to reach your maximum reading speed. And by the way, the reason speed reading is all the way down there is because speed reading is just one small tool in your arsenal. Because selective reading is more important than speed reading. Then in bonus 5, I'll answer some of the most frequently asked questions. And from there, we'll talk about finding mentors in bonus 6, achieving your dreams in bonus 7, and how to perfectly manage your time in bonus 8. Just some things I think can help you get even more out of your reading. But that's not all you get. One of the students of this course asked me if I could share the best books I'm reading and some of the takeaways from each book. So I put together the 300 Book Insider Circle, which is a 100% free resource where I'll share with you actionable things, life-changing lessons that you can take away from some of the best books I read. But I decided in there to also include some of those extra videos I made for you to check out as well. So to join the 300 Book Insider Circle and get all that extra stuff, just go to beatcollege.com/read300books. Anyway, the whole point of this course is to get you ready for your reading challenge. For me, my reading challenge is 300 books this year. Today, the day I'm recording this, is March 5th, 2015. I'm 54 in. Here's a picture I took this morning of the books I've read so far. What is your reading challenge? You don't have to decide now, but you do need to decide by the end of the course. And it doesn't have to be 300. It could be 100. It could be 50. Just remember, most people won't read a single book this year, so whatever it is, you already are way ahead of the game. What I want you to do is, once you get through this course, post in the discussion section to the right what your reading goal is for the year. It's important you do this while still taking the course because as humans, if we don't commit to doing something beforehand, chances are we aren't going to do it when the time comes. I'll also be there in the discussion section reading and replying to every comment. Anyway, I'm so grateful and humbled that you're taking the time to go through this course. I believe that if you take what you learn here and apply it, it can transform your life as it has mine. I'd love to hear from you along the way and hear about what results you get as you go through the course. And with that, let's get started.